Out of my house. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. At the restaurant last night, there was a new kid working. I mean, I don't think he's new, actually. I think he's been there longer than me, but he's been gone for the last couple months since I've been working there. And I don't know how old he is. He might be 17. He's young. And there was a song playing on the radio. And it was that do 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 do. And I think, and I didn't know, I was familiar, and it felt like it was about 10 years old, which to me still feels like really modern music. And the kid said, "Oh, this is Florida." And again, I might be saying that wrong. And he said how he remembered when he was a little kid, how he loved the song and play it over and over. And apparently there was one of their songs had bad words in it and he didn't know, and he was so young and he felt funny. It's weird how different our perspectives are when it comes to time and things like that. To him, that song, brought back memories of his childhood and when he was little. To me, it felt like it came out last week. Hello, Susie Q. Hello, Brentwood. Hello, Green Grass. Matthew, Kathy, Sheila, Karma Queen, DD. Hey, Karma Queen said hello before I said hello to her. Was Karma Queen a new watcher yesterday? I almost feel Karma Queen was somebody that joined in yesterday. Sunday, Zolch, Malachi, Stones fan. Stones fan's been around before. We got talking. I think Stones fans' favorite Stones song, for anybody that is wondering, and I don't know if it's our absolute favorite, but I think they were excited to hear me bring up Waiting on a Friend and how much I like that Stones song. And it's a much mellower song versus like Satisfaction that's got the It's just kind of a nice, easy song. Video kind of puts me in a good mood. I don't know why. Because they're just waiting on a friend. It's kind of life passing. They're chilling out, doing their thing. What have you. Hello, Tom Dalton. Well, Karma Queen, I'm glad you're back today. I'm glad you're back today, and I hope we all have good karma, and we all have things we've done that would cause us to have good karma coming our way. Keep it up. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Well, thank you. What's nice about TikTok, and again, I debate what platform to hop on live every morning, depending how I feel while I'm waking up. Was pretty sure I was going to go live on a different platform, but for some reason, here I am on TikTok going live. Maybe it's because they throw out little encouragement and little instructions to those going live, like more likes can attract viewers, or encourage your audience members to share. It will grow your content. It's almost like an instructional manual packed in to a live show. Hello, Journey Girl. Hello, Olson. Hello, Brian, with lots of fires. And Kathy's really slamming the likes. I don't even know who this Kathy is, but she's very generous with fawning her affection on videos, and I appreciate it. Matt, Real, Thank you all for joining. And good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. I'm going to sit back. I'm just going to lean forward. Yesterday I was trying to lean forward and my neck started getting sore. I don't want to get my neck sore. I don't like you seeing my leg up close to the camera, but it's okay. That's my leg gets like this and takes over the whole camera. But anyway, again, good morning. My name's Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is, wow, it's almost 6:45. Feels good to be going this late a little bit. And it is September 29th. Happy Sunday to you. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking. It's a show about me saying good morning to people that hop on. Sharing little stories and sharing little thoughts and sharing little ideas or adventures or challenges or struggles or opportunities or blessings or just sharing whatever the heck I want. For those that have been watching a while, I'm kind of anxious this morning. You know, it is not just a show about me sharing some conversation. Yeah, some conversation. For those that have been watching a while, you know, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I'm so excited to have my first sip. My hope is that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, good morning, Josh Agrand. Good morning, James. Is that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. It's the cinnamon dolce. Oh, I added a few extra grounds today. And it tastes really good. I'd normally ignore that question. It wasn't a question. I think it was written as an insult. Cheers to you, Josh. I'm sorry. I'm going to dive into politics real quickly, but I'm just going to try and stay on the periphery. Somebody hopped on, and I think they're saying it derogatorily, that you're definitely a Biden Kamala supporter. And they called me Tim Walz Jr. I don't really know anything about Tim Walz. I really don't. I mean, I doubt I like his politics, honestly. I doubt I do. But I did notice something, and that's why I wanted to actually talk about this a little bit. I didn't think Trump was going to have a chance of winning the Republican nomination, and he did. And there was really no competition for it. I didn't think there was a chance. I thought he was older, and he'd been through so much, and it was such a volatile last 8 years or whatever that he wasn't going to be the Republican nomination. But then he won. And I certainly didn't think Biden should continue on running. And I was sad for him and sad for our country because it was clear to me that he was losing his mental facilities. And I'm not trying to make fun of him. It was just, it just happens as we age. Especially get really up there in age. And but anyway, I do keep an eye on politics a little bit. And I ride around. I ride a scooter through the city of Naperville, and I remember, I keep my eyes open, I think. And I remember about 4 years ago at this time, there were a lot of Biden-Harris signs in the streets or in the yards of the homes of Naperville. And I'll tell you what, just riding around over the last couple of weeks, I couldn't help but notice that there's almost none. And I'm not saying there's Trump signs either, because there's just so much less so many less political signs, period. But, and this isn't any support or even any acknowledgement in anything, but I couldn't help but thinking that tells me that Trump's probably going to win the election in a couple months. Because, again, I rode through this town 4 years ago at this time, and there were so many signs out that said Biden Harris. And I ride through it yesterday, and I think I saw one. And I think I saw one. And I'm not a pollster, and I haven't done calling campaigns or done anything. But I think the actual excitement, hold on here, for Harris and Tim Walz is not capturing certainly my town. And I'm not saying it's captivated by Trump either, but 4 years ago, again at this time, there were a lot of Biden-Harris signs, and people wanted change around here. And yesterday, I saw one. Actually, what made me notice it is I saw a Harris-Walz sign. I go, wow, don't see many of them. And I'm not saying any candidate's better or not. I'm just saying what open eyes are telling me while riding around yesterday. So Donna with a bunch of A's said, did I know light roast has more caffeine than dark roast? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. DJ says, people are afraid to put out Harris-Walz signs. I don't think that's true at all. I think if anybody's afraid, people are afraid to put out Trump signs. I think the vitriol by far is greater coming from the left towards the right than from the right towards the left. There's just no way, Yeah. So it's kind of fun doing my show. And anything I say, and because I'm kind of in the middle-ish, I kind of ruffle feathers on both sides, and I'm not trying to. Maybe I'm trying to open up eyes to the vast lanes of the middle of the political world. And make it okay to see both sides. Donna asked, how was work? Work was surprisingly slow last night. Surprisingly slow. I work as a waiter at a fairly nice restaurant here in Naperville, and I enjoy it a lot, and I think I'm pretty good at it, and I try real hard, and I like to keep busy, and I like helping my customers or clients have a nice evening out where they're forgetting about all their stuff or their problems or their kids or their bills or whatever, and just enjoy a nice night out. And I think I'm pretty good at it, and I enjoy it. But it was pretty slow last night, and it was started late, started at 5 o'clock. The day before I started at 10:45 and worked till, 10 o'clock that night. And last night it was for a Saturday. I've never seen. I don't know why. But it felt like the town of Naperville, outside of various high school kids taking like homecoming pictures. I assume they were homecoming. Girls in pretty dresses and guys dressed up all fancy. A lot of people come to downtown Naperville and take pictures, and it's kind of cute. But anyway, outside of that, I felt like the town was kind of quiet yesterday, and our restaurant was certainly quiet. And I got out of there pretty early, and felt okay doing it. I'd worked a long day the day before. Didn't make as much as I'd like, but it was slower than I'd like. Personally, I'd rather be going at about 3/4 clip the whole time. It's a Perfect pace for me as a waiter to stay busy, have the time go quickly, generate a fair amount of revenue, and give great customer service. And when it gets so slow, it's almost hard to give great customer service because you're trying not to, check on your tables too often and give them their space, but also provide enough service that keeps them happy. Donna said something about it being disappointing. Donna, you sound more upset about it than I do. I'm not overly disappointed. I've gotten good. I just think disappointment. I don't know. When I catch myself feeling disappointed or sad or angry or anxious or any number of negative emotions, uh, I don't know. I catch myself and believe there's something happened for a reason, and God wanted me to get home earlier last night and get a good night's sleep, and that everything will be okay. So, hi, Neon. Tiny Cookie, thank you so much for following the live creator. I really appreciate it. I think maybe the reason I hopped on live on TikTok, when I go live here, people watch and they follow and they subscribe and they watch my videos and they like my videos, and I almost feel it's I don't know, it feeds on itself. And going live on this platform almost feeds all the other platforms together because I pick up new subscribers here. And I go live on a different platform a lot. And for some reason, I get a really nice audience, a kind audience. But I don't pick up new subscribers for some reason. And it's almost like the same viewers are watching every day. Versus TikTok has an ability to put your live show in front of a new audience and fresh faces every day. Good morning, Heather Ream. Yeah, Donna, I understand you meant disappointing from a revenue standpoint, but like I said, no matter what, and yeah, I need money, but well, first of all, Tiny Cookies, thank you so much for sending me all those roses. I really do appreciate it. And I don't know why they're doing it, but a viewer named Tiny Cookie just hopped on and he gave me 130 roses. And that's very kind of you. And I know that costs money. I believe you spend a penny for each rose, and at 130 roses, that's $1.30. And I know that's not a lot of money to many people, but I do know it matters. I do know it matters, and I appreciate it. I really do. So thank you. Donna was saying, well, it's disappointing as far as revenue. I've been a waiter a bunch, and I used to let highs and lows affect me a lot more because occasionally when you're working in the service business, you're going to come across some challenging customers, or you're going to have some slow nights, or you're going to have nights where you maybe drop a plate of food, or you're going to have great nights that go easily as well. And I have found, without a doubt, and it happened in Yellowstone, because we had a lot of international tourists coming out to Yellowstone, and places from certain countries don't tend to tip at all or very well, for sure. And I noticed it would get me agitated, but I also realized that if I didn't let it get me agitated, didn't let the highs and lows of a week or a night or whatever, or life, upset me too much, lows of a week or a night or whatever, or life, upset me too much, and I went in and I had a good attitude and worked hard as a waiter, I ended up making a lot of money. Yeah. And I think your biggest risk to making a lot of money in that industry is getting angry at the bad tables or the mean customers or the slow nights. And if you come in with a good attitude and work hard, yeah, I didn't make too much last night, but I made a lot the night before. And if I was so worried about not making much last night, I might not pick up a shift on Monday or not keep a good attitude when I go in tonight when I'm scheduled or what have you. And I won't enjoy what I'm doing. I won't make as much money. And I don't know, just having a lot of negative effects. And I'd rather roll with it and go, hey, only made X number of dollars last night, but maybe that's all I needed to make last night. And maybe getting home and getting a good night's sleep was more important. Neon asks, what is a rose? Here on TikTok, viewers can send little gifts to the people they're watching lives. And I don't even know how it's done. But somehow, some way, you can send gifts through here. You push somewhere on your phone, and I don't know how they charge you, but somehow they charge you, and I get revenue from it. I think if 10 roses costs 10 cents, I think TikTok keeps a nickel, and I get a nickel. So I appreciated them sending me that. Can I make a lot of money on social media? Well, hold on, I've got to go up. Ruby de Cherry said, what's my Heisman pick? I don't have any. I couldn't name 10 college football players. I did watch a little bit of the Penn State-Illinois game last night, and because I went to Illinois and Illinois lost, but watched a little bit, but I'm not following. I couldn't name 10 college football players. Neon said, can you make a lot of money on social media? I do not make a lot of money. I know content creators do. I know there's some that do it full time and make a living on it. My goal this September, and it'd be a big record for me, is to make $300 all told on social media. And I don't do this, for the money, but I do it because it feels good for me, and I think I've got a lot of life experiences that can hopefully save a viewer some bumps and bruises along the way. But I enjoy it, and I would love to do it as a career full time. And I'm hoping when I look at my various revenue sources, I'll make $300 in September, and I'd like to see it double the following month. So you can make money on it. Donna said, can I comment about what I am teaching my children about drinking, especially the one at college? Well, they know I used to drink too much. They know I don't drink at all now. And what am I teaching them? I don't know. Especially once they go off to college. I don't know. I just call my girl and tell her how much I love her and how proud I am of her and how great she's doing. And she was going to her first football game, and I told her to be careful, but I loved her. So what am I teaching her? I don't know. Maybe I'm a softie, but I just rather shower them with love and realize they're going to make some mistakes along life's path, just like I did, and hope that their mom and I raised them to make good decisions. Yeah. And they know I don't drink anymore. I think they're proud of that. Stones fan said, ABC tells us it's National Coffee Day. Is it? Sounds like a Hallmark holiday for the fake coffee drinkers. It's always National Coffee Day. At least in my house. It's nice. So, felt good getting a good night's sleep. And honestly, I would have liked to have made a little more money, and I would have liked to have stayed a little later. But it felt really good getting home and I was watching some documentary or some show with William Shatner on History Channel or some channel about King Arthur. And it kind of brought back memories for me I used to like playing D&D or Dungeons and Dragons, and used to like. I mean, I'm sure a lot of boys like knights in shining armors and sword fighting and that sort of thing. But I remember watching the movie Excalibur, which I think came out in 1980, which was a pretty good movie about King Arthur, and it was neat watching it. One thing I noticed, one thing I noticed, and I'll say it here, they were interviewing people from various places in Britain about the King Arthur legend or what have you story, and when they were interviewing somebody that was from England, they just let the person talk. But they went up and were talking to somebody from Stirling, which is a castle, I guess, in Scotland, and about the King Arthur legend. And I noticed when they were interviewing people from Scotland, they used subtitles. And I'll tell you what, as a kid that's been to Scotland several times, and I remember it most clearly in 1978, I was 10 years old, and I went over and was seeing all my cousins. I'd seen them when I was a baby, but it had been many years. And they were talking to me. I couldn't understand what they were saying. I couldn't understand what they were saying. By the end, after a day or so, I'd pick up on their accent. But it is far heavier accent than that of an Englishman. And it was funny. I'd never noticed it before, but they were given subtitles for what the Scottish people were saying. Figuring the American audience wouldn't be able to understand, and they might have been right. They might have been right. My mother, although it was probably her first 22 or 3 years in Scotland, didn't really have, she might have had a little bit of an accent later in life, but I didn't notice it for sure. But when she went back and saw her family, or we went back, she'd pick up on it pretty quickly and start speaking with more and more of an accent. And I think that's kind of neat to be connected to, I don't know, does that make me second generation? First generation? I don't know. She came over on a boat. She came over on a boat. She's a boat person. Do you guys remember boat people? If you're old enough, I think it was there was, I think, a large exodus from Asia in the 70s. And yeah, it's where I remember the term from. So I'm going to drink a little more coffee. I might need to heat this up. How's my audience? 23 people. I'm Luz. Hey, Big Papa followed the live creator. Thank you so much, Big Papa. Thank you so much. What am I drinking today? Chipbot wants to know. He might pick up some Italian roast here at the store. Well, I would suggest you do you, Chipbot, as far as your coffee selection. But I can't sing the praises of the Cinnamon Dolce by Starbucks high enough. Cinnamon's a really nice flavor, and it goes great in a coffee. So I'm really enjoying the heck out of this. Yesterday, hold on, let me go get some more coffee. I got a little more to say to you guys. Or to say with you guys, because we're having kind of a conversation. Oh. So I went to the farmer's market yesterday morning, and it's a great way to start my Saturday. I like doing a little people watching. It was a little cool and windy and fall-like, little drizzle coming down periodically, but there was still a fairly nice crowd at the farmer's market. Got my big slab of carrot cake, which I took to a local coffee shop and gobbled that up. I was looking for peaches because I've been hooked on peaches since I went to the farmer's market maybe 6 weeks ago here and had a spectacular, maybe the best peach I've ever had. I've been on a quest, much like King Arthur's quest for the Holy Grail, for that quality of a peach again over the last 6 weeks, and I have not been able to replicate the experience. I've been getting a lot of peaches at the grocery store, picking up them at the farmer's market as well. I went yesterday hoping to find some, but it seems that peach season might be over, because there were no peaches for sale at the farmer's market. There were apples, there was broccoli, there was some pumpkins, there was carrot cake, obviously, and there was honey, and there was a lot of the things I enjoy, but there were no peaches. User, follow the live creator. Thank you so much for doing that. I feel great when people do that. I've been on TikTok for just about 3 years. I got started in November, mid-November of 2021, about 3 weeks after I stopped drinking. And I was talking on a different social media platform and talking about how I'd use drinking as a crutch to get me through hard times. And I had a buddy watching it with his family, and his daughter that was watching as well said, wow, this content should get over on TikTok. So I started in like mid-November of 2021 and had various peaks and valleys with TikTok and various social media platforms, just kind of like we do in life. But I keep coming back to it, and I keep having fun with it, and I enjoy the live interaction for the most part here. Good morning, Young. Thank you for hopping on today. So I appreciate it when anyone follows the creator. My audience kind of grows every day. I'm slow and steady. I'm like the tortoise. Some people get out of the gates real quickly. Some people go viral. And I saw a woman last night doing a video about she did something on TikTok, and suddenly her audience, she'd gotten, I don't know, millions of views on a video. It's never happened to me. And she gave some advice on how it happened, but I listened. Have a little more coffee. Hello, Highland 517. How are you? Oh, so nice. So nice. Day's a little overcast. The tree that's outside my window is got some dying leaves on it. They're not the pretty kind of dying leaves. I don't know what that means about this tree. Wonder if it's a weed tree or a nice tree. They went from green to like dying brown, like you have on a house plant when the leaf just goes brown. I prefer my trees that are outside my window changing colors in the fall and kind of dying slowly as a group, where you'd get like yellow and orange and then red, and it kind of spreads throughout the tree, and then they start falling down. This tree evidently is hoarding all the energy and the water for its green leaves and letting some of them just wither away quickly. Different way to play the whole seasonal cycle if you're a tree. But I prefer when they all kind of go together and drift off into yellow and orange and redness. Got my daughter coming back next week, my oldest daughter from college, and excited to see her. And we're going to go to a cross-country meet. She ran cross-country for a local high school team. And I'm looking forward to seeing her and seeing some of her friends from high school and cheering on the ladies from her team, many of which I'll probably remember from the years cheering for her. Donna, with a bunch of A's at the end, asked, how many years will I devote to trying to make this my main sense of revenue? Devote? What do you mean devote, Donna, with a bunch of A's? Good morning, Julie Flanagan. I'm not devoting any years to this. My life is filled with things. This is just one part of it. Stephen M says, we are in a simulation. Fruit Loops is now Fruit Loops. Captain Crunch is now Captain Crunch. You're right about that. Julie, did I say good morning to you? I'm not sure that I did. I think I might have. But good morning, Christopher, as well. And Chip, thank you for giving Julie a warm welcome. What watch do I have? It is a Tag Heuer. Well, I don't know. I don't know where Stephen M's going with his line of thoughts. Oh, Julie, I bet it's cold up there in Oshkosh. Wonder if you're going to be out fishing today. Bet the smallmouth will be biting if you get out there. Probably pretty up there today. Probably all the leaves are changing. You're in Fox Lake. Well, I'm feeling kind of quiet today. Highland says it's 88 where she is. It is gorgeous up there. Oh, Tara Jacobs just hopped on. You know how I knew Tara Jacobs was on? She likes sending out these little heart puffs. And she's my silent hammer. Tara, it's been kind of quiet the last couple days here. Really, nobody causing any trouble, no friction on this platform. But I still appreciate you hopping on just the same. I'm excited about my day. I got a great night's sleep. Doing my show a little later, woke up at 6 o'clock, laid there going, oh, it's so comfortable here. Do I want to make my coffee? I don't even really want to get out of bed, but I got to go pee. So not while I'm doing it, of course not while I'm going to the washroom, but after I go to the washroom, I get my coffee started, make my bed, do a little stretching, think about my day, anticipate the delicious hot taste of my cinnamon dolce, and get excited for my day. Good morning, GTR Kev. Thank you for hopping on. But it's Sunday morning. I get to go to work tonight. I'm telling you, I say this, and I would hoping some people, I don't know, pick up on the little weird things I do. And most of my life, I would have said I got to go to work tonight, and I'm really being intentional, trying to practice little better habits. And if you say you get to go to work tonight, you get excited about it. It sounds fun. Might even be fun. If you, I don't know, get your mind in the right place. Life can be fun. Work can even be fun. I was thinking about it this morning. Most of my social outlet is when I'm at work. I like the people I work with. I like the customers I work for. My bosses are all pretty cool. The restaurant's cool. Other than that, I have an amazingly quiet night or quiet life, really. Where I get rest, I try and do the right thing, try and stay in shape, try and love on my kids as much as I can, and I don't know, kind of move forward. What time zone am I in? I am in the Central Standard Time Zone. Yeah. I'm in the Central Standard Time Zone. Donna is so happy to be here. I'm wondering if I might be great at writing children's books. I think I could I think I could be a good writer. I think I am a good writer. I don't know about children's books. Yeah. Jeremy said, love me. I don't even know. I'm confused. I'm having a hard time following exactly what's going on with my audience today. Tara said I could write self-help and how to overcome obstacles. Yeah, I could. I could put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. But that's kind of what this show is. That's kind of what this show is. And again, I was writing every day, right before I started Coffee with Ken, because I was really in a tough place, and I'd write every day, and I'd write out my emotions. And I kind of did it as a outlet because I needed it. And I found by people reading it and me posting it on social media that others needed it too. The written word is permanent. That's true. What's the average age group of my coworkers? Hold on here. Donna said you have the fundamentals of self-love and self-forgiveness. Well, that's true, but I don't know. The average age of my coworkers, I would say, well, I was talking about a young man who I just met yesterday, was 17, up to about 40. I think I'm by far the oldest. I mean, there's a couple guys in the kitchen that are older, but I'd say I'm by far the oldest in the front of house. And the average age, I don't know, but, yeah, I don't know. Do I have specific paydays on social media? No. Every day, the more content that is consumed, the more videos that are watched, the more likes that are given, you build on it. There's not like one day where the 15th and the 1st of every month, you get big paydays. I mean, they send out the money at certain dates, but I don't even know what they are. I just kind of, I watch it too close, honestly, because I enjoy it. And I refer to life as Monopoly a lot and playing a game. I enjoy watching the revenue grow or the audience grow or the comments grow, probably closer than I'd like to. I'd be better off if I didn't and just kept it my show and just kept doing life, but I tend to be one that watches things probably a little closer than I should. What would I do with $1 million? What would I do? Well, I would certainly buy a car. I would certainly I'd send some to each ex-wife. They could probably both be a little better off, but I know it goes quickly. I'd like a small home with a yard. I don't have great aspirations. Even if you said, what would I do with $1 billion? I wouldn't buy a huge home because I don't want a huge home. But I'd love maybe a 3-bedroom if I had a lot of money. A couple baths with a little basement and a little yard that I could take care of and have my kids spend extended periods of time today. And but I don't have any great want to fly around the world. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, or buy a yacht with all the money in the world. I have no desire for all the money in the world. I have desire for more money than I have right now because things are a little leaner than I'd like. But I've had a lot of money and been able to go what I want, where I wanted, and buy whatever I really wanted. And I felt that was a little bit of a shallow feeling. And if you try and soothe your life by material things, I just don't think it works too well. Am I going to church today? I plan to. There's a 9 o'clock and a 10:45 service. I was debating as I was going through my morning, would I work out? Would I go to church? What would I do? Tara said, I don't need $1 million. Your home and dreams are going to come true. You're working hard. Well, thank you, Tara. I appreciate that. I believe that. But I still think it's kind of a fun question to address from time to time. And again, it kind of opens my eyes going, I wouldn't buy it. It's funny. I don't know if I did, but I used to really worship like nice cars. Certainly in the 90s, I went through several very nice cars and owned several very nice cars. But I mean, even before then, I remember one of my best friends growing up had posters of these super fancy sports cars on his wall. It's funny. Donna with a bunch of A's, you're asking some suspicious questions. I'm starting to get suspicious about you, Donna with a bunch of A's. You're asking some strange questions. Tara recently, oh, Tara, that's almost a pun. That is almost a pun. I'm sorry to hear it. But I'm sure, knowing you as the positive human being you are, you're saying that in a positive way, that it probably did bring you a new perspective and probably does make you look at things. And again, it's hard not using vision. One of a woman I know on the show lost vision in her eye. For anybody that's watching this on a later one, and it's hard not. She said it changes perspective for her, and I don't think she meant it because her vision had changed. I think she meant it gave her a new attitude. And anytime I refer to it, it's hard not using a visual analogy, like saying, "Oh, I'm sure that changes the way you look at the world." Sorry to laugh. Maybe it's good to laugh at some of the things that we go through. You're doing good. It's all fine. I'm working on getting it back. Okay, you're still the same hammer. I thought you were a little slow this morning, Tara. Maybe it's because you're having troubles with your vision. Yeah. But, I don't know how much I have for you. I don't know how much I have for you. I don't know how long I've been talking or how long I want to talk or if I have any world-shattering comments for you. I was thinking how much I enjoy the people I work with and wondering if waiting tables is a lifestyle because you work late and a lot of the people you work with are young, and a lot of people that are young tend to go out and party a little bit after work. And I was wondering as I was laying in bed, I'm going, hey, I really kind of enjoy it. I enjoy the people I work with. I make fairly good money. I like a lot about it. But I wonder if the lifestyle is healthy, working late and being on your feet and moments of stress and whatever. And I said, I wonder if that job in particular has a different sort of lifestyle. But then it got me thinking, probably no matter what job you're in, there's a certain lifestyle that goes with it. And, yeah. I don't know if that makes any sense. But, do my coworkers follow me here? I do not know. Certainly on a different social media platform they do. Am I working today? Yes, I get to work tonight at 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't even know. Which leaves my day fairly wide open. But it gets crowded pretty quickly. If I go to church, I don't know if I'll go see the 9 o'clock or the 10:45 Mass. If I go to work out, that gets me all the way till noon. Then I feel like I get home, I have lunch, I'm getting ready, and I'm going off to work again. Go to church and sing to the heavens. Well, you may have inspired me. You may have inspired me, Chugger. I talked about it yesterday. I've been singing a lot more. I was singing at the beginning of this show, doing Flo Rida. and singing at church, singing Christian songs, singing music I hear on the radio, singing a little bit as I go through life. And yeah. Carol says the older we get, the more we value the smaller things in life. That is true, Carol. Maybe value's not the right word, but maybe appreciate the smaller things, or more. Maybe the more we're grateful for the smaller things in life, and maybe that's why we tend to get happier as we get older, because we get a little wiser and we realize that life's not about what we thought it was when we were kids or young adults or what have you. And we appreciate a quiet moment or a hot cup of coffee or a good book or a sunrise or a sunset. And maybe in ways we wouldn't have appreciated them when we were younger, when we thought life was forever and we took things for granted. And now we kind of look at life from a different point of view, and it makes us appreciate things more. And I never went to church growing up, or rarely if ever, and now I go every Sunday and enjoy it. Yeah. So. Again, I don't have a whole lot for you today, but I am thankful for you joining me this morning, and I'm thankful for the good night's sleep I got last night, and thank you for the abbreviated shift I had, and thankful for the money I made, and thankful for the tree outside with the brown leaves. Even though I still kind of wish they were turning fall colors. Have a great day, Carol. Thank you for hopping on. And I appreciate you guys. And I hope you're appreciating the little things, whether you're young or old. If you're young, gather some wisdom from us old folks that are on today and try and appreciate the little things. And if you're feeling stressed or feeling whatever negative thoughts you might be feeling, find something you're grateful for, and it'll make you feel a lot better, I promise you. And again, I'm grateful for you, and I want to thank you for joining me today. And I hope you are having a great, great weekend. And I hope you're enjoying your morning, you're enjoying your cup of coffee, that you're feeling good, that you are loving yourself, that you are forgiving yourself. And as always, Julie, enjoy your day as well. As always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.